As the 2024 NFL season gets underway, excitement abounds across the league. Yet for some fans, this year's journey is poised to be a disappointing ride. If you're hoping your team is playoff bound, you might want to think again. We're diving into the franchises that are destined to disappoint, and trust me, some of you won't like what you hear. So buckle up and stick around. You might need to prepare for a rough ride this season. Let's explore key stats and crucial issues and explain why these teams will fall short.
Time to play football. Woo!
And leave fans wanting to punch their TVs. The Buffalo Bills. In 2023, the Buffalo Bills delivered a solid performance, especially at home, where they achieved a 7-2 record. Their away games were more balanced, finishing with a 4-4 record. Within their division, the Bills were strong, posting a 4-2 record, and in conference play, they went 7-5. There's no doubt that the Buffalo Bills have been a formidable team in recent years, largely due to the exceptional play of all-star quarterback Josh Allen. However, despite Allen's impressive individual performance, the team will face a new challenge in 2024 that may overshadow their past successes. It was very apparent last year that their top wideout, Stephon Diggs, was not happy at all with the team. He still managed to rack up 1,183 receiving yards and 8 touchdowns. But this offseason, the Bills traded the star wideout for a 2025 second-round draft pick to the Houston Texans, leaving Josh Allen with virtually no experienced weapons on the outside. Yikes! Furthermore, the team's challenges are compounded by a weak defense, which will be put to the test twice against the Jets and their newly acquired quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has played 19 seasons for the Packers. He has thrown for 59,055 yards, 105 interceptions, and 475 touchdowns. He has been selected to play in 10 Pro Bowls, won 4 MVP awards, and earned Super Bowl MVP with a win over the Steelers in 2019. This dude might be getting older, but he can still sling it and will be leaving it all out on the field in what could be his final season. The Las Vegas Raiders. In the 2023 season, the Las Vegas Raiders demonstrated a strong performance at home with a record of 6-3. However, their struggles on the road were evident, with a 2-6 record away from home. Within their division, they fared well, finishing with a 4-2 record. Overall, their performance in the conference was balanced, going 6-6. Despite these efforts, the Raiders still face significant challenges on the offensive front. One of the most pressing issues is their lack of a solid lead quarterback. Gardner Minshew, who is kind of awesome in his own way, stepped in for Anthony Richardson last year, but struggled with consistency, and his play failed to make a significant impact that would elevate him beyond being considered a backup or transitional quarterback. Adding to the quarterback concerns, Aiden O'Connell displayed a mixed set of contributions. While he managed to throw for 12 passing touchdowns, his rushing game was modest, with only 11 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. On the receiving end, they have Davante Adams, who, unfortunately, is getting older and not making as many big plays as he used to. Compounding these challenges, their defense is not strong and has given up a lot of points last year. The newly hired head coach, Antonio Pierce, will have to work some serious magic in order to get this team to the postseason this year. Missing out on the playoffs is nothing new for Raider Nation, though. The Minnesota Vikings. In 2023, the Minnesota Vikings faced a season of unexpected struggles, most notably losing Kirk Cousins to a torn Achilles tendon early in the year. They clearly didn't think he was worth big money anymore and instead brought in Sam Darnold. Darnold is now considered an experienced veteran since this will be his 7th year in the league, but aside from his first 2, he has not seen much playing time. Should be interesting to see if he can finally rise to the expectations that he had coming out of college, but I doubt it. They do still have one of the best wideouts in the game though, Justin Jefferson. And one thing is certain, he is the brightest star on the Vikings roster. However, if the team starts losing games early, Jefferson's frustration could become a significant issue. His talents could be wasted if the team fails to find success. The Vikings will face tough competition in 2024, as they are in the same division as the Bears, Packers, and Lions, all of whom are very strong teams. If we look at the stats from last year, they performed extraordinarily well. The Detroit Lions demonstrated their strength with an impressive 12 wins and 5 losses, and capped the year off with a trip to the NFC Championship game. They proved to be a formidable team, showing resilience and skill throughout the season. The Green Bay Packers also had a solid performance, ending the year with 9 wins and 8 losses and an incredible playoff victory over the heavily favored Cowboys in Jerry World. They were a competitive force, consistently challenging their opponents. The Chicago Bears had a tougher season, with only 7 wins, but they loaded up bigger and badder than any other team in the offseason. I would not want to face them twice a year. Furthermore, Jefferson could get frustrated if they start losing games early, which may impact his performance and morale throughout the season. His motivation may decrease, leading to drama and distractions. Let's hope Darnold can bust out of his shell and drop some dimes to Jefferson early and often. The NFL is better when Jefferson is beasting out. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers had a very Pittsburgh Steelers-like season last year, with a respectable overall record of 10-7. They performed well both at home and on the road and were particularly dominant within their division. However, they faced significant challenges with their quarterback play last season, as Kenny Pickett turned out to not be the guy they hoped he was. His performance was below expectations, marked by inconsistent play and difficulty adapting to the Steelers' offensive system. This year, they look to a washed-up Russell Wilson or very inconsistent Justin Fields to lead the huddle. As the popular John Madden saying goes, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Unfortunately for the Steeler fans, this is the exact situation they are in. Not sure who, if either of them will step up, but expectations have to be very low for Steeler fans this year. Additionally, TJ Watt, who is getting older, faced multiple injuries last season. He suffered a grade 1 inguinal groin pull, a grade 3 chest pectoral tear, and a knee tear, causing him to miss several games and impacting his ability to perform consistently throughout the season. Frequent injuries disrupt his rhythm and conditioning, making it difficult for him to stay in peak form. Additionally, his absence places extra pressure on other defensive players, leading to a less effective overall defense. On December 7, 2023, during Week 14 against the Patriots, TJ Watt suffered a grade 1 concussion, which caused him to be unable to continue playing and led to him being officially ruled out for the remainder of the game. The lack of a reliable quarterback and TJ Watt's injuries may contribute to a disappointing season for the team. Carolina Panthers. It has been nothing short of brutal for Panthers fans the last few years. Trading away the Caleb Williams pick to the Bears and taking Bryce Young over CJ Stroud. That draft year could not have gone worse. Bryce Young, who was such a stud at Alabama, must be able to show some promise this year. Adam Thielen was a bright spot last year, bringing in 1,014 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns. His performance was notable for surpassing 1,000 receiving yards, demonstrating his effectiveness as a wide receiver and his ability to continue to make significant plays throughout the season. However, he is getting older, and there are concerns about whether he can maintain his high level of performance. They did not have the number 1 draft pick this year because of the previously mentioned disastrous trade to the Chicago Bears. Although their defense played well last year, their struggling offense made it hard for them to win games, and this challenge is likely to continue this season. Overall, the Carolina Panthers had a tough season with only 2 wins and 15 losses. Their winning percentage of 11.8% shows just how much they struggled throughout the year. The team's poor performance on both offense and defense made it a very difficult season. Their inability to compete effectively and secure wins led to a frustrating year for everyone involved, from fans to players. Given these persistent issues and the lack of significant improvements in the offseason, there are minimal chances that the Panthers will perform well this year. Unless new head coach Dave Canales can elevate Bryce Young to the level of CJ Stroud this year and address the other glaring weaknesses, the Panthers may find themselves facing another frustrating season. No doubt, like every year, this NFL season promises to be thrilling. However, for certain teams, the journey may be fraught with challenges. With struggling players, roster adjustments, and strong opponents, these teams could be in for a tough season. However, it remains to be seen whether these teams can overcome these challenges and achieve their goals. What do you think? Will these teams be able to turn things around, or are they destined for a disappointing season? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please show your support by subscribing to our channel. Your subscription helps us continue creating quality content for you.